Hello viewers and welcome to yet another episode of Crime and Road Safety Watch, a program that is proudly brought to you by your police service, the Zimbabwe Republic Police. Yes, we do hope that you enjoyed the fanfare that happened this Saturday, mixing and mingling with police officers on a social platform. My name is Elliot Kudzai Ganyani, and like all times, I feel pretty excited to have you along. Lately, the Zimbabwe Republic Police has been receiving reports of people who are robbed after being offered lifts by pirate taxis. S24E03 Avondale recently made a breakthrough after arresting 2 persons involved in robbery cases in similar style.
In the month of October 2023, S24E Avondale had received a number of robbery cases, other weapons, whereby the suspects were using a Toyota Probox, reg number AGC 3979. The suspects would pick up unsuspecting committing public along King George Road, Lomagund Road, and from town, and would pounce on them using knives, stealing cell phones, cash, and other valuables. The station launched investigations into the matters and managed to gather information which led to the arrest of 2 male adults, Zvikomborero Zvikoni, aged 29 years, of number 2154 Stone Ridge, Harare, and Munyaradzi Zakaria, who is 35 years old, of house number 1499 Mabvuku Tafara, Harare. The investigation team managed to arrest the suspects and recovered a white Toyota Probox which was being used in the commission of these crimes. And the suspects have since been remanded in custody at Harare Central Remand Prison awaiting trial.
Still with S24E Avondale, 2 siblings were apprehended after they committed a series of robbery cases in similar fashion.
The station received cases of robberies, this time involving a silver Toyota Ranex being used by 2 male adults, Clever and Admire, who are aged 43 and 31 respectively, and they are brothers. The police managed to recover 3 iPhones and 100 United States dollars, and the Toyota Ranex silver in color which was being used in the commission of these robberies. The suspects are in police custody assisting the police with investigations and will soon be referred to court for trial. May I take this opportunity to educate and warn our members of the public to shun boarding these mushika-shika pirate taxis, as their operations are illegal and have proved that they are criminals. They are not genuine public transport operators. May I also urge members of the public to make use of the registered commuter omnibuses, buses, and registered taxis for transport.
Moving on, Crime and Road Safety Watch recently visited Mashonet East Province, to be precise, at Nyamapanda Police Station, where they spoke on their policing experiences. Assistant Inspector Style Kugoti spoke on crimes of concern, including smuggling, trafficking in persons, and drug trafficking, among others.
Crimes which we receive here are predominantly smuggling cases and entering or remaining in Zimbabwe without a passport. However, strategies have been put in place to curb these crimes. We have intensified our patrols, and our intelligence system is also activated. We have also put in place some roadblocks to try and curb these crimes. We are therefore warning members of the public and all those who would be offenders that police will be firm on the ground, and those found on the wrong side of the law will be arrested and taken to court for prosecution.
From that story, we are taking a short break. Do not move an inch. Join us in the second segment. Welcome back. The Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe recently organized and conducted the second National Road Safety Indaba for year 2023, where they engaged various stakeholders as part of its commitment towards viable road safety initiatives and collective efforts towards curbing the number of road crashes around the country. The Minister of Transport and Infrastructural Development, Honorable Felix Mona, applauded the initiative by the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe.
This Indaba follows the successful and the inaugural road safety Indaba held at Cresta Lodge Hotel on the 26th of January 2023. It is only logical that we are reconvening with the view to monitor and take stock of the progress so far made in the implementation of our January 2023 resolutions, as we seek to formulate and implement legal policy and administrative mechanisms to transform the road traffic safety management regime of our beautiful nation, Zimbabwe. We are extremely delighted that momentous convocations of this nature provide us with wonderful opportunities to share experiences with colleagues from the ecosystem of road safety management and regulation. Since our last Indaba, some progress was registered in terms of road traffic management. On the legislative front, interventions were registered in form of statutory instrument 118 of 2023 on speed limiting and monitoring devices, regulations and statutory instrument 119 of 2023 on licensing of drivers regulations. I'm delighted that new driver's license already being issued since the day we launched it. I therefore call upon the Permanent Secretary, Management, relevant agencies, Traffic Safety, CMED, VID, and all relevant players to ensure successful implementation and operationalization and adherence to timelines set out in SI 118 of 2023 on speed limiting and monitoring devices regulations. I expect the Ministry to provide strategic leadership and craft a robust sensitization strategy on the same. On infrastructure, significant progress was made during the year Emergency Road Rehabilitation Program 2, thus addressing one of the key pillars of safer roads. The same applies to the area of safer vehicles, where the VID continues to do its work, even in difficult circumstances, to ensure that our vehicles are safe for the roads by causing periodic inspections of the same. We are upbeat that with the new driver's license regime prescribed by Statutory Instrument 119 of 2023, we will report low statistics of accidents attributed to practice such as use of mobile phones while driving, speeding, street racing, and overtaking in driving situations where it is unsafe to do so. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed delegates, we are also grateful of the multi-stakeholder road traffic management initiatives in urban centers in form of the traffic operation dubbed Let's Tame the Traffic Jungle Together under Phase 2, which commenced in September 2023. The operation brought together various government departments, and it is encouraging to note that most urban centers are now trafficable. Cases of driving along unauthorized additional lanes, driving past red traffic lights, driving unregistered and uninsured vehicles, driving without driver's license, and many other vices associated with mshika-shika were reduced. The operation has demonstrated that through collaborative efforts between stakeholders, we can find new and creative ways to make decisive interventions to improve safety and compliance to road rules.
In compounding the Honorable Minister's message, the Deputy Minister for Transport and Infrastructural Development, Honorable Joshua Sako, spoke at length about the implementation of speed regulating devices and encouraged self-regulation in the Passenger Transport Association.
As you are aware, our ministry promulgated Statutory Instrument 118 of 2023, which makes it mandatory for operators of public service vehicles to install speed limiting devices. This will go a long way in regulating overspeeding by PSV drivers and protect commuters and other road users. An analysis by TSCZ on the causes of road traffic accidents showed that the main cause is overspeeding, which accounts for 37% of fatalities. Though through the well-appreciated efforts of the Second Republic, led by His Excellency Dr. E.D. Mnangagwa. The government has rehabilitated major highways such as the Harare-Masvingo Bridge Highway, but the unintended consequence of this development is overspeeding by drivers on the good roads. Therefore, speed regulation is an important strategy in improving the country's road safety performance and saving lives. May I take this opportunity to bring to your attention the uncoordinated approach brought about by the absence of a framework for regulating passenger transport operator associations. So there is need for coordination of these associations.
Also present at the Indaba was Minister of State for Provincial Affairs and Devolution for Harare Province, Honorable Charles Tavengwa.
The coming of this program is timeless and a priority, especially at the end of the year where we anticipate high traffic volumes associated with the festive season. It is in this regard that all relevant authorities are gathered here today to discuss the nature and extent of the traffic safety problems in our country and strategies to address the problems. I would like to express my deepest concern over the high rate of road carnages and death tolls in our country, which spike during the festive holidays. Negligent drivers, especially in Harare, and roadworthy vehicles, and the deplorable state of our roads. Thanks to the Second Republic for declaring our roads a national disaster, hence the emergency road rehabilitation program, which is bearing fruit. It is saddening to imagine that Harare, at some point, had almost become difficult to traverse because of traffic congestion and lawlessness from Shika. For that reason, I would like to acknowledge the efforts of the Zimbabwe Republic Police and the Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, among other stakeholders who participated in the operation termed the Traffic Jungle Phase 2.
The board chair, Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Kura Sivanda, also gave his remarks.
The timing of this program is a priority, especially not at the beginning of the rain season, where we need to be very cautious when using the roads to avoid unnecessary road crashes and delays from traffic congestion. As we fight against road carnage, we remain grateful to our President, His Excellency Comrade E.D. Mnangagwa, for spearheading the country's Vision 2030. One of those targets is to reduce road crashes and fatalities by 50% by year 2030. As the Council, we believe that road safety is everyone's business and responsibility. This implies that everyone has to play a role to promote this worthy cause. We should therefore focus on how best we can fill in the gaps in road safety management, infrastructure, driver education, and to have an effective post-crash response. Let us examine practical approaches that can be adopted to reduce road crashes in Zimbabwe. This can only be achieved by a collective approach, which I'm witnessing by your coming to this Indaba. The problems we face as a nation in road safety requires solidarity, commitment, and a coordinated action.
The police spokesperson, Assistant Commissioner Paul Nyati, spoke on the continuity of Operation Tem, the traffic jungle, and also bemoaned wanton disregard of rules and regulations by reckless drivers.
Operation Tem, the traffic jungle. The government saw it fit. This is not a police operation, it's a government operation. Yavanga kutiyo police matregerera, minister mona matregerera, local government matregerera, because there is chaos on the roads. Angoye mazvake. Whether it's a family car, they want to carry passengers. It's a company car, they want to carry passengers. It's a PSV vehicle, they want to carry passengers. But in the process of carrying passengers, nobody considers the safety of others, including pedestrians, where every day, if I tell you we are grappling, many pedestrians were not sequestered. And then you also have the issue of transporters. The police is there to assist you to operate and making money muchitedzera mutemo. So where you have a situation yekuti hatichaziva kuti mutown munofambwa sei, muroads munofamba sei, people are driving against one way, people are going through red robots. Currently we have a challenge where you find even family cars, even government cars, they are being driven on the country's roads without number plates. Yet the Honourable Minister has assured the Commissioner General of Police to say, Commissioner of Transport and Infrastructure Development to name adequate number plates. So there is no going back in the operation termed the traffic jungle. Yes, it's not an operation which might solve our road chaos in a day, in a week, in a month, but we are going somewhere. Because we are also complementing what the minister is doing.
The Managing Director, Traffic Safety Council of Zimbabwe, Mr. Munesu Munodawafa, gave an overview of this indaba.
The issue around this meeting today was to follow up on the earlier discussion that was held in January, where a number of targets were set in terms of road safety issues. Now, a number of issues were actually recorded as having been achieved. The first one was the issue of speed limiters, and also the issue of improvement of the new driver's license, that is statutory instrument 119 and 118, which have since been issued by government. The other development that was noted was the issue of self-policing that is now taking place, where the bus operators, the passenger transport organization, is now teamed up with the Police Traffic Safety Council, VID, and the rest of the Ministry of Transport to set up a satellite tracking of their buses. This is still a voluntary arrangement, but which is building into a mandatory one, which will be coming once the statutes have been accordingly amended. So again, that was a success that was recorded on that one. There was also the issue, a call by the various operators that perhaps all the combi operators should now be compelled to belong to an association, transport association of their choice. So overall, the attendance was very good, over 120, 130 people, various different associations, and we are happy with the outcome of the meeting today.
Our mandate is to promote safety and reliability. So we found it worthwhile to put a command center where all the buses in the country can be monitored as far as speed is concerned. We have also negotiated with our suppliers, which are Yutong, Zhongtong, and Haiga, to put the speed limiters on those buses to make sure that no bus will exceed 100 kilometers per hour. The initiative was being driven by the fact of reducing road carnage on the road.
So the saying goes, road safety is everyone's responsibility. Let us all play a part to tame the traffic jungle. We'll be right back. It is the third segment of Crime and Road Safety Watch, and thank you for staying tuned. October is a month set aside around the globe to commemorate and spread the awareness of breast cancer. Now, the Zimbabwe Republic Police General Headquarters Women Network recently held a church service to commemorate this cancer month.
Cancer in general is a dreadful disease. That's one thing we should know. 80 to 90% of all cancers are the results of the things that we do to ourselves. Breast cancer is the most common malignant condition of the breast, which means malignant, characterized on cells that grows harmfully and uncontrollably. Munhu wega ane cells ainawo akawandisa, but pama cells aya paanenge achikura anofanirwa kukura akufanirwa kustopa kukura. Saka muviri wangu unofanirwa kunge able to control those cells from growing unnecessarily. Why tichita macampaigns? Tiri kuda kureduce the mortality rate, the death konzereswa breast cancer. Ndio saka tichizoita sei tichizotanga kutaura nyaya idzi kuti tive neruzivo rwakadzama maringe nebreast cancer, so that tinoadvisa hama dzedu isu vacho kuti tikasire taita sei tasika medical attention.
Now Assistant Inspector D. Mawereza, who is a survivor, gave her testimony.
Kazhinji katona zvinoitwa neguru mwandira hama dzamuka hazvina basa ndezvepanyika pano zvinenge zvine vanhu vashoma kazhinji katotevera izvozvo. Ndakati ndatanga kemo ndichienda kuparire nyatwa awitwe kemo uri 1 munenge makawanda munotogona kuitwa kana muri 20 pazuva each and every cycle. Muri 20 kudaro munombotanga muchitaura nyaya makagara muchibairirwa tsono kuti muitwe chemotherapy yacho, saka munenge muchiudzana. Vanhu vakawanda 3/4 vandaitaura navo vainditaurira zvikanzi inini ndane kana 10 years ndabatwa cancer. Vanhu vaivaya pavanozodzoka pangada kusangana navo tane madhokta vese vaiuya ndini ndega ndakawanikwa ndiri pastage 1 yecancer pese pandaenda kunoitwa chemotherapy. Vamwe vese vangova kumastage 4 ichinzi cancer yacho yatopararira mumuviri haicharapiki, takungoitawo chemotherapy kuti tiprolonge upenyu, but vanhu ava havachatorapiki. Saka early treatment madzimai zvanga zvichitaura ukanzwa chinhu chausiri kunzwisisa pabhodhi yako kurumidza kuenda kunotsvaka help.
It is now time for people who are on the police wanted list. ZRP Inyati is looking for Tafadzwa Nyakaswa, aged 30, of Chigudu village, Chendambuya, Inyati, Rusape, for a case of stock theft. Elijah Mushonga, aged 30, of village 10B, Fumo Iguru, Inyati, Rusape, is wanted by ZRP Inyati for a case of stock theft. Lastly, ZRP Chivu is looking for Diana Nyanyaza, age 20, of house number 1678 Westwood, Chivu, for a case of aggravated indecent assault. If you happen to have any information that may help in locating any of these wanted people, please feel free to visit or contact any nearest police establishment. Should that fail, do not hesitate to contact us on any of the following details. Our national complaints desk number is 0242 703 631. You can visit our website www.zrp.gov.zw. Email us on feedback@zrp.gov.zw. You can also get in touch with us on our Twitter handle @Police Zimbabwe, or like us on our Facebook page, Zimbabwe Republic Police. To those who may have missed any of our previous episodes, do not despair, as you can watch all Crime Watch episodes on the ZRP YouTube channel, Zimbabwe Republic Police. It has been a pleasure having you along from the Crime and Road Safety Watch crew behind the scenes, and I, Elliot Kudzai Ganyani. Yes, do remember to take care of your loved ones and each other. Until next time, it is bye-bye for now.